Since everybody already has their foil balls made, I thought about making a display case for them. In my case, I'll be using a jar, and the ball is gonna be inside of it, spinning, hopefully. The platform is gonna be just a piece of paper with hot glue on it. The hot glue is gonna kick the ball around inside, because if it's just spinning like this, it's not gonna look that great, but if it's like throwing around, it's gonna look better. So I'll start by making a pattern of hot glue. Yeah, the higher the ridge is, the more likely it's gonna throw the ball up. If it's flat, it's just gonna roll over. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, if you do the ridges randomly, it might not be so repetitive. Also, it might look better once it's spinning. Talking about spinning, I'll be using a slow motor. This is like a 3 RPM motor, because if it's fast, it's gonna be loud and it's gonna just throw the ball all over the place. Yes. Oh, no, okay. The glue is hard enough already. Now, how do I glue it? I'll mark a center through it, because I marked it on the wrong side. I just poke a hole, and yes, yeah, it's gonna be like this. I'll put hot glue on the shaft, and hopefully it will hold. Hopefully it will hold. Of course it doesn't. It already came up. Well, what if I squirt the glue inside of the hole? Yeah, maybe this will work. Also try to keep it straight, because if it's... Okay, it seems to work. I'll test it out, because I hope it works. But these wires are really tiny. Yeah, this is gonna be about the speed it will be going at. Maybe too slow. Oh no, it's good enough. It's not throwing the ball around as I hoped. Oh well, it's gonna work. Yes, gonna work. Now I'll glue the motor onto the lid. The bad part is it's not centered. Okay, at first we'll poke a hole for the wire. I hope this will go through. Okay, yes. Okay, that's small, but I'll enlarge it with a screwdriver. Yes, okay. Sure, you could use a drill, but you could. Doesn't mean you should. And you probably should. It's a lower chance of impaling yourself, which is always good. Okay, so where should it be? This is good enough. Okay, let's make a blob. I hope it doesn't go inside the motor. And this is good, I hope. What? Why are you not feeling? What? What? Oh, it's unplugged. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. It spins. Okay. Let's turn it off and glue the wires in. This is almost it. And put the ball inside. Close it. Connect it up. And this is it. The next logical step is to add color changing LEDs to it. I'll use 4 because this motor is 12 volts, so 4 LEDs, 3 volts each, will add up to 12 volts. Also, these color changing ones don't even need the resistor. Well, you could use a resistor, but the chip inside does some regulating itself, so not necessary. I could have done it nicer, but yes, I'll be pointing them inside slightly, so it's not shining out and blinding anyone that looks at it. Yep, just a big blob of glue. Yeah, this is just not this is not the nicest way of doing this. You could put the entire bottom in another base, or you could use a nicer thing than a jar, but this is only a prototype, so might as well, right? Also reusing. Yeah, of course you're using a lot of foil to make the ball itself. Okay, so I soldered all the LEDs together and also a power wire. The LEDs are all connected in series, and the motor and connected in parallel to the motor, if you understand what I just said. Now all that's left is to glue the wires together so they don't come off, and hope I don't burn my finger. Yep. And I already burned my finger a little bit. Just a little. Okay. And once I'm done, I'll turn it on to see if it works and how it looks. Yes. Okay. It's a bit of a blob of glue, but that's okay. That's connected power, and it works. Let's turn up the lights, move the wires a bit, and close the blinds. Yeah, that looks nice.